Okay guys, so this is our sawmill. This is a 1923 lane number 2 circular. Uh, this mill we bought, it was in pieces in a barn years ago, and my father and cousins and uncle and everybody put it together. Um, the frame under this mill is wood, but there's a subframe underneath that that's all steel and with pipes in the ground, so it's pretty rigid. But anyway, this mill is originally, I believe, ran with some kind of power plant, a pony motor of some sort, or and whatnot. But now Dad put some gearboxes on it, and they converted it to runs off 540 PTO off a tractor. The blade is turning, I believe, we checked it today. It's turning 650 RPMs. We got a handheld RPM gauge that you hold on the center of the shaft there on the other side of the blade, tell you how fast it's turning. I believe that that blade is hammered for 450, I think. 450 RPMs. I don't know. I'm not really sure. I was on the other end of it. I tail the mill. The guy there in the blue sweatshirt closest to you, that's my brother. He runs the lever. This thing is completely gear and belt driven. You'll see him here. He's pulling the lever, make the carriage, come into the blade. Behind him is my father. He's on the other side. He helps him turn the logs. As he squares each edge, he'll turn the log and figure out what he's going to make out of it. This thing is bare bones, not computerized, nothing. I mean, this is sawing lumber. If you notice, my brother's got a tape measure on his. Somebody's texting me. My brother's got a tape measure on his belt, and he's as he turns the log, he figures out what he can make out of it, and that's why he runs it and I don't, because you got to have some smarts, and you got to be able to think quick. And he's the carpenter, and he's really good at it. He's always ran the handle as long as I can remember. But like I said, you can run this thing with 3 people. I've tailed it by myself. I got a 4th guy, buddy of mine, is helping out today. And you'll see in a minute me and him taking either the bark slabs, and I'll cut those up, and you'll see it here cutting. We'll cut those up 2-foot sections and burn them in the stove in the shop, and Dad's outdoor. Whatever we can use them for, we don't waste anything. This cedar is super dry. It's been cut a year or so. So it burns really well, actually. It burns like coal. But we don't waste anything. See, now we'll burn the bark slabs and whatever boards, that we feel are, not good enough to be boards. We'll either set them back on the table and cut them down for what we call stickers to put in between each layer of the stack after the board is complete. We stack it outside, and every layer's got a sticker underneath it so air can travel under it to dry it. This wood I don't think needs it, but it's kind of forced to have it, and we just do it anyway. So yeah, as it goes along here, this cedar was for one of my hay customers. She's got a horse farm, and she made some bigger paddocks for her horses, and it was loaded with cedar. And we use a lot of cedar for poles, for fence posts, and but she was, instead of throwing the stuff away, which I think was a wise decision, was to try and make something out of it. So everything we're getting a lot of 1x4s, 6s, and 8s. Nothing real, anything bigger than that. There's a couple of big cedars that go through this thing. The problem with the bigger cedars is the cedar tends to grow into itself, so it'll actually crack when you saw it apart. So the bigger they are, it's hard to get nicer boards out of them, to be honest. And the smaller ones take more you take a lot of time, you know, to trim them down, and then you might get, you know, 5 or 6 boards out of them, and that's it. But anyway, so yeah, we're sawing this up for her because I kind of talked her into it. You know, I figured, you know, if we can make boards out of it and she can use it in one of her buildings, whatever it may be. We actually made closets for my mother out of cedar once that we sawed on this mill. Everything we built on the farm has been built out of lumber from this mill. The building that's over top of my head, this is me here now on the tail end of it, and that's Austin on the other side, talking on the phone as usual. This building was built from wood that was sawed on that mill. So we, you know, I just figured instead of wasting it, we might as well try and do something with it. And, you know, we're getting paid too, so that always helps. But, yeah, so we sawed quite a bit of cedar. I haven't figured it all out yet, finished it today. We're actually in the process, since we got everything running smooth here now, we're set up to, we're going to do some oak tomorrow. For sideboards for the dump truck and the dump trailer and stuff. Because I want to get home some lime and stuff, and they need new sideboards. So instead of buying them, we make them. So that's the moral of the story here. This is what I've been up to. Let's see if we can play it here a little while. You can hear this baby sing, because it does sing. Alright guys, so yeah, just wanted to make this quick and short little video because it gets pretty monotonous sawing lumber all day. So anyways, thanks for watching. Please comment, rate, and subscribe for more. Anything you guys want to see or know more about, obviously let me know. And stay tuned.